Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. FPL Consult here, and today we are going to do a video on the updated predictions from Game Week 31 up till Game Week 37. So things have changed a lot since I last made this video where we were predicting the Game Week 31 to Game Week 37 fixtures. So of course we now know the confirmed Game Week 31 and Game Week 33 fixtures, so I'm not going to focus on them too much, but I will go through the major changes to the predictions beyond Game Week 33, right? So from Game Week 34 up till Game Week 37, and then I will give you guys my thoughts on how these updated predictions may affect our chip strategies moving forward. So if you do enjoy this one, help me out and give it a like. Subscribe if you are new around here. Massive shout out to everyone who has subscribed so far. You guys are awesome. You're the best, and we're getting closer and closer to our season target of 1,000 subscribers, so that's really awesome, and I really appreciate if you guys can help me out there. And also, do drop a comment as well, because I really do love interacting with you guys down there in the comment section. I read and reply all the comments, so let me know what you guys think of this video. Right, so with all of this out of the way, let's get on with the content. So let's talk about the changes to the fixtures, to the predictions from the previous video, right? So Game Week 34 and Game Week 35 previously had Watford and Everton scheduled to be in those game weeks, but now instead of having Watford and Everton predicted to be during those game weeks, Game Week 34 and 35 now seems to be single game weeks, both of them, right? And then in Game Week 36, previously they were predicted to have 12 doubles in Game Week 36, but now it's down to 10. And it is still going to be the biggest double game week of the season, and it's looking like 10 to 12 teams doubling in Game Week 36 still seems like the range that we're looking at for Game Week 36. And Game Week 37 now seems like it's going to be a bigger double game week than initially expected, right? So previously we had 5 teams doubling in Game Week 37, and now we have 8 teams doubling in Game Week 37. So if you ask me, it's quite comparable to the biggest double game week of the season, right? Game Week 36, where now we're seeing about 10 teams in Game Week 36. And now Game Week 37 has 8 teams, so that's only two less teams doubling, right? And I'm sure all these have implications on our strategies moving forward, right? So let's take a look further in detail at these fixtures, because this is where it gets exciting, right? If we take a look, initially the previous predictions had only 2 teams with consecutive doubles in Game Week 36 and 37. Those were Chelsea and Leicester. But now Aston Villa and Everton join them in being part of the 4 teams that could very possibly have a double Game Week 36 and 37 back to back, right? And I'm sure this has massive impacts on our strategies, which I will go into detail later, right? So for the rest of the fixtures, I've once again picked out the better ones and also those that aren't that great, right? So in Game Week 36, City, Liverpool and Watford have pretty decent doubles. And then Arsenal has an okay one. They have Leeds, but then they also play Spurs away, so that's a tougher one, I would say. So it's still an okay double game week for them. And then Wolves and Tottenham are looking at much tougher ones. So Wolves have Chelsea and City. Tottenham have Liverpool and Arsenal. So Wolves and Spurs probably are in for a disaster Game Week 36 right there. And if we look at Game Week 37, Palace has a pretty decent double. Burnley and Norwich have okay fixtures, and then Leeds has a rather tougher one where they play Brighton and Chelsea. Right, so let's move on now to talk about the chip strategies now, because it now differs as compared to before, and I'll go chip by chip, right? So let's talk about the wildcard chip first. And what I would say now is that a Game Week 34 or Game Week 35 wildcard seems so much more favorable now as compared to a Game Week 31 wildcard. And why I say this is because a Game Week 31 wildcard wouldn't be loading up on double Game Week 36 and double Game Week 37 assets. So to take an example, let's say we wildcard in Game Week 31, we may have an Everton attacker, right? We're probably not going to look at their defense because it's in pretty bad shape right now. So maybe one attacker, or if we are feeling it, maybe 2, and the standout ones would be Calvert-Lewin and Richarlison. Right, so honestly, their fixtures aren't that great after, and it's tough to hold on to them all the way up till Game Week 36 or 37. Right, so we probably would look to offload them right after Game Week 31 if we bring them in now. And I wouldn't even blame you guys for leaving them out of your wildcard team entirely if they double, even if they double in Game Week 31, right? But let's say now we wildcard in game week 34 or 35 instead. I really wouldn't mind an Everton attacker or two, right? Because if you take a look, they have Leicester, Watford, Brentford and Palace. So honestly, you have to think that they get something from these games, right? No matter how bad they are. So keeping this in mind, the same applies for a couple of the other teams as well, like Villa, who blank in game week 33, but then they have a very decent back-to-back double in 36 and 37. So basically my point is that a game week 31 wildcard wouldn't be loading up on double game week 36 or double game week 37 assets, right? And on top of this, there are a couple of injuries right now that may make a wildcard 31 team pretty tough to draft, right? So as of now, we don't know how long Trent is going to be out, Reece James as well, and there are, those of them are players that we definitely want going into game week 36 if they are fit, because Chelsea and Liverpool both have doubles there, and we know these two players, Trent and James, they bring tremendous upside, right? So they could hurt our ranks if we don't have them. But if we're wildcarding in game week 31, then we may have to leave them out of our team unless there's news that they'll be back, right? So I'm not saying that we definitely can't wildcard in 31. So not to worry for those of you guys who have already activated it, but I'm just saying that a game week 34 or 35 wildcard would definitely prepare us much better for the game week 36 and game week 37 back-to-back doubles, right? For those of you guys who are wildcarding in game week 31, though, not to worry, because I think you guys could very possibly set up for game week 36 and 37 still, with these fixtures in mind, of course. Of course, these are predictions still, but you can try to find a way to include these assets, but that may mean that you would not take full advantage of the fixtures from game week 31 to game week 35, but come game week 36, you'd be more prepared than those who set up game week 31 to prepare solely for 31 and 33. So those are things to consider for the wildcard chip, right? And if we take a look at the next chip, which is the free hit chip, as of now, it still seems like game week 33 for me is kind of the optimum time to use it, because it is both a blank and a double game week. And those teams that blank are players that are probably still in our teams right now, right? Aston Villa, Wolves and Leeds, right? And then if we take a look, for those of you guys who don't have your bench boost chip anymore, maybe you used it earlier on in the season, then I would say that free hitting in game week 36 or 37 makes sense as well, because those are big double game weeks there, and we could very well use our free hit to take full advantage of those as well. Alright, and then if we take a look at the last chip, I would say that it makes sense for us to use the bench boost in one of the biggest game weeks possible, right? So game week 36 still is the biggest double game week, so I would still recommend us to use the bench boost there. But now it seems like game week 37 is a pretty big double game week as well. Of course, later on we would know more information there, but as of now, it seems like game week 37 is possible. Is another possible time for us to use the bench boost and get full returns there as well, right? So for now, these are the updated predictions from game week 31 up till game week 37. Hopefully you guys found this useful, and if necessary, maybe tweak or change your chip strategies accordingly. If you don't have to, that's fine as well, right? For me right now, my chip strategy still remains as a game week 33 free hit, followed by a game week 34 or 35 wildcard, and then a bench boost in game week 36, right? So hopefully this video was helpful for you guys. If you did enjoy this one, help me out and give it a like. Subscribe if you are new around here so that we can hit our season target of 1,000 subscribers. We're so close, right? And also drop a comment before you leave, right? I love interacting with you guys, and I want to know what you guys think, right? Are you guys changing your chip strategies? Does it remain the same? What do you guys think of the new predictions, right? So let me know, and I'll see you guys very soon.